Well, hi and welcome. Today we're at Virginia State University's Randolph Farm. We're here with Grace Summers. Grace, you're a part of the Small Farm Outreach Program here at Randolph Farm. And I know you're doing lots of studies and trials and demonstrations in this high tunnel. And you know, some people at home might have a high tunnel or might be thinking about a hobby greenhouse. Is this a good area to grow things in?
Yes, it's basically summer all the time in a high tunnel. And the good thing about a high tunnel is it's a season extension tool for growers, so they can grow earlier in the spring and later in the fall. And for a lot of growers, they can grow year-round with a high tunnel. You can grow a variety of crops. You can control the environment as far as how warm you want it, how cool you want it, and also your irrigation and putting water and fertilizer to your crops.
I know a lot of people that are gardening and they want to be maybe the first one on the neighborhood with something early. And so a structure like this, maybe smaller, can help them do that, right?
Yes.
Yeah, maybe getting in there earlier, just kind of a little bit earlier than their neighbors, right?
That's right. I always tell my growers, you want to be the first one to have it and the last one to have it.
I got you. So now I know you do some different techniques in here. I know, we're covered. We've got a plastic cover, so it doesn't, obviously we don't get rain in here. So let's go back here. I want to look a little bit at your irrigation system and some of the varieties you're growing. Well, Grace, we're in here now, and I know you do, I think you said all kinds of plants will do well in here, but I know there's some specific ones that you like to grow. What kind of plants are you growing in this particular plot?
So my favorites of all times are tomatoes and peppers in the high tunnel. We're growing tomatoes, peppers, eggplant, onions, and a lot of different herbs such as basil, cilantro, oregano.
Well, that's quite a variety right there. Yeah. And so that's good, and that kind of shows you can plant all kinds of things in here. I got that. So, but all these things need water, right? And we're not getting rain like we were if we were outside. So I know you've got a drip irrigation system here, right? Is that correct? And so I can see it right here, these drip lines. And I know you've got them running right now. I can see the water kind of dripping out. And it looks to me like it's got some sort of wetting pattern about every foot or so.
That's exactly right. Oh. And it's a low pressure system designed to be buried. So we will cover it over. And once we cover it over through capillary action, it'll wet that whole bed.
And so the plants, you'll just plant them right next to that row of drip tape.
Yes.
Wow.
And we can actually fertilize through the drip tape.
Okay.
Liquid fertilizer. We've already got some fertility with our compost in here.
Okay.
And we are actually collecting through gutters off of the high tunnel, rainwater that is collected in a cistern, and we're pumping it back through and with a small 30 horsepower pump. Okay. And the system is designed for 9 to 12 psi. So when it gets to the tape, it's dropped down, and so pretty much it's a system that's set up off a header pipe. Okay. A water hose to a header pipe, then a red handle valve. Okay. A punch to punch it into the header pipe. Okay. And then this is your drip tape.
So it's just a thin, they call it tape, I guess, because it's real thin, right?
Exactly.
Okay, and I notice now when it gets water inside of it, it puffs up like a pipe.
Exactly.
Okay.
And it only drips like it should if it's really tight. Okay. So you want to make sure you got the right PSI.
So you have some sort of pressure regulator you put on here too. And so it's really, it maybe seems like a complex system, but it's really not that many parts and pieces, is it?
It's like putting together a puzzle, and once you learn how to do it, it's a lot of fun. Okay. And once people do it the first time, you can use it on your home garden, you can use it on your lawn, you can use it in your shrubs or your flower bed. It's got a lot of different applications. It's a great system.
Very good.
Conserve water.
Very good. Well, I like it. This high tunnel structure, maybe people can have one a little smaller than this, but really protects the crops. Maybe it gets you earliness or season extension in the fall, but you need some sort of way to get the crops water, and this looks like a great one to me.
Yeah, it is. It's an awesome system.
Well, Grace, thank you so much for letting us come out and talk to you a little bit about high tunnels and drip irrigation.
All right, thank you.
Well, for more information about some of these products here, contact your local county extension office and talk to a master gardener. For From the Ground Up, I'm Chris Mullins. We'll see you next time.
From the Ground Up is presented with the generous advice and assistance of Virginia Cooperative Extension. Visit their website at ext.vt.edu.